Hello everyone, this is Liz. This is my Let's Play of Dragon Age Origins. Just to remind you, spoilers and everything I do, don't watch if you don't want spoilers. This is episode 8, and I am in the Korcari Wilds, and I have finished that first part, and I am just moving on to the rest of it. And, yes, I thought so. The game autosaves when you have a big battle, and I think there's one right around the corner here. There's a chase and trail sign, and then there's that guy. I can't target him yet.
Missed!
I'm gonna wait for them to come to us. Okay. Wait for a second. Go forward a little bit.
Just die already! Now you fall! No quarter shall be given.
Yep.
Must maintain.
More should do it. There we go. Okay, the Codex tells you about the different Herlocks, the different Darkspawn that happened. They've killed a Genlock here. I am just going to look at this new quest. So this should tell me quest is updated, old cache in the Korcari Wilds. So let's see. This should lead me to that. No, it's not going to. Not yet. It's in front of me. Okay. Gosh, what was I trying to say? Dead soldier, dead Herlock emissary. There should be. We should wait for them to come to us. He's not coming to us because there's a lot of traps here. I can't target him, which is annoying. Maybe if I...
Very well.
A little bit further.
It is begun.
No, he's behind something. Okay, now I've got to watch everybody's health.
Quickly, we must fight!
Yeah, there's Herlock here. Oh god, the guy chopped his head off. Wow. There's a chase into cache over there. I should probably go get it. Okay, we're gonna get attacked. Hold on, where are they? There we are.
No quarter shall be given. Let's grab some glory! No! Dead yet?
Okay, mercifully short and sweet. Deleted all the bodies. Wait, I haven't yet. Get that road. Okay. Elf fruit. Then we're going to get the cache. I think we're attacked as well when we try to get this cache, but we'll get it. Okay, so we got some good stuff here. We've got some chastened robes. Still not as good as mine, but there you go. Some helmets and stuff we can save. Okay, so that's fine. We don't get attacked here. Got some things to loot. Darkspawn staff. I don't know if that's better than my staff. Let's see. 5% spirit damage, 2 spell power. Let's keep the spell power for now. Excerpt from local myths and legends. And a pinch of ashes. Okay, so this is about the Kokari Wilds. It's a little story about a girl who fell in love, but she had a spirit friend. Her lover, well, she wasn't all impressed with her lover, I don't think. And so I think she married him, but then she killed him and she went back to the spirit, and the spirit then, I don't know, I think the spirit killed her too, I don't know, anyway. So if she puts the ashes of her dead husband onto his grave, then he will come back to life, and you can, oh dear, it's saved. I don't remember this bit. You put the spirit on his grave, and then he will give you a reward. Oh, I do remember this bit. This is, yeah, we don't want to quite go there yet. Let's see if there's anything over here that we can do. There's the pile of rocks and the death roots. Okay, so this pile of rocks here represents the spirit's grave. And the folktale is if you put the ashes on the rocks, then you will receive a wish. I'm just going to look at our quests, our journal. Find the cache mentioned in the will, take to Jeddah. And then we've got Tainted Blood, which we have the dark spawns. We're going to get the treaties. We've got the strange flower. And we got to get that quest later. So basically what we need to do is find that cache. I thought we did find the cache. Anyway, we're going to put the ashes on this pile of rocks now. And here's the spirit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give him a bit of walking bomb.
I shall do it.
For a bit of nature damage. I'll do a mind blast and see if that affects things. It does, so that's good. I hit him with some arcane bolts. Pretty good to me. I think we're doing alright here. Give him another arcane bolt. Watch their health. So I shall heal Jory. And then another arcane bolt should finish him off. Right, we don't actually get the
As you say.
oh, we only get chainmail. No, that can't be right.
Shall be done.
We get Enchanter's Footing, which is still not great. Is there anything else we get? Sorry, I've got a cat. Do you want to have a lap? Come on, you. So let me just see. I'm not seeing the cache. I thought I grabbed that cache. Alright. Oh, I'm supposed to take it. Okay, so I think in my plot items it gives the... is it? Key to Mage's Chest? No. Crafting? No. Other... Okay. No, it's not there. No. No, kitty. So I don't think I've actually got that that thing yet. So I don't think... Hello, cat. I can't think of where it could be. Let's see. What does the quest say? Gospel and Testament. Find the cache mentioned in his will. Okay, so let's find the will. The Codex quest related. It's not the letters. Okay, last will and testament. I leave all that I came by to my. I have buried the sealed lockbox in our camp nestled in a Tevinter ruin in the western reaches of the wilds. Okay, so the camp. That's quite close to the beginning. So. Oh, poor thing. Yeah, little thing. Let's go back to the beginning camp thing and before we go on. What's she doing? She's a good girl. She's probably just gonna sleep on me here in a minute. She gets comfortable. She, oh, Alistair got trapped. She, she's very snuggly, this little cat. So the camp is over here. That's where we want to go. So let's just go around to the left. None of the enemies respawn in Dragon Age Origins. Well, not none of them, but most of them do not respawn. So you don't have to worry about that. Once you've cleared out an area, it's fine to go. And I'm really glad about that. I do not like games where the enemies can continue to respawn. I get really tired of that. I am not playing a video game to combat things. That's not what I'm here for. I feel like combat is used as kind of a game mechanic for filler. And what I want to have a game for is story. I like to, especially choices. So games like this where I have a choice. There we go. It's the hidden cache there. Where I have a choice about how things go, who I talk to, what I say. That's what I like. If I just have to fight things, it's not my sort of game. Okay, we're gonna take the lockbox to bring to Jeddah. Mostly because I don't think it'll have anything that I really want. Right, Mimi? Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm not opposed to combat in games so long as it seems realistic and is at least slightly interesting. If I spend and in games you spend an awful lot of your time in combat if the game does have combat, and it has to be interesting, so you can't just push button X or whatever to go anywhere. You've got to have a little bit more to it than that. But at the same time, and the same token, it can't also just be the entire game, because that's just not me. I don't like games like Dark Souls or yeah, like any sort of like fighting game. No matter, even if the plot is neat, I still don't like it if it's just fighting. It's just boring to me. I like things like well, RPGs like this. I also quite like things like Skyrim. Things where I'm not too just set to combat. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this. Oh dear. Okay, how do I move? Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna have Alistair target this Herlock Alpha shield pummel, and he is going to also target the Herlock Alpha. I'll leave Jory to fight this Herlock, and then I'm going to keep a really steady eye on their health. Turn this guy into a walking bomb here. Nope, not force field. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make my character move. And then I'm going to walking bomb the Herlock Alpha. No, walking bomb, not force field.
You are no match for me! Die!
I'll watch their health really closely because this could really go badly for everybody. I don't watch it. Heal. Thanks, Jory. Going to arcane bolt this one.
Shall we?
Think Jory's okay. I'll heal him. Heal? Come on. Okay. Is that all? Is that all the enemies we have here? I kind of feel like it is. I kind of felt like there was another bit of them. But I did get a... Okay. Get an update on something. Okay, so all that's left now is to locate that cache. There's some death root. I don't think there is. Is there something up there? On the map, it's got an X on it. Oh, it's the Grey Warden Outpost. So here's the Grey Warden Outpost in the Kokari Wilds. It is obviously a ruin. Why anybody would leave anything in a ruinous building like this, I have no idea. But part of the plot.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
Not too worried about impressing her right now. I'm just gonna say intruder. And just how are these your wilds?
Because I know them as only one who owns them could. Can you claim the same? I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, handsome lad. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized.
Okay, you can call me Dalen.
And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Then who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Can you take us to her?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you. Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Do you possess a different viewpoint? Or do you believe as the others do?
You know, I've always really liked Morgan's mother. I'm no fool if that's what you're asking. I don't know if that's really good to say here. I believe you have something we need.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
How do you mean the threat is greater than they realize?
Either the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps the threat is nothing. Or perhaps they realize nothing. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Right, so that was Morrigan and her mother Flemeth. Quite interesting, 2 witches of the wilds. They are not part of any circle. They live by themselves in the Kokari wilds. Morrigan has a lot of legends attached to her, which we will find out later. She's been around for ages and ages. Okay, I think now is the time. Right, I shall speak to the kennel master. Oh, there's a note here. I don't think I've ever noticed this note before. On the role of dogs in Ferelden society. Okay. So the dogs are very interesting. Ferelden society emphasizes dogs a lot. You can see it in their coat of arms. They talk about dogs throughout. These dogs are very important beings. They are loyal and they are almost human-like in intelligence and very vicious. So let's talk to the kennel master about this one.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
Is this the flower you're looking for?
Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
What will happen to him now?
Let's give him a day or 2 to recover. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
You think that's possible?
Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
Oh yes, and I can open this chest now, thank goodness. And I get an enchanter's arming cap, which gives me 10 mental resistance and 1 willpower. We'll go with that. Ugh, looks terrible. 6 defense. 6 defense seems a little better than 1 armor and a chance to avoid missile attacks, so I'm just gonna pop that on. I could be wrong there. But I'm gonna go with it. Fade Striders, 1 magic or 6 defense. I think I'll keep the 6 defense. Alistair. That's the same. Thane Helmet. Try to keep the mental and physical resistance. He's got Splint Mail on already. I don't want to keep his match set here. He doesn't need a cowl. Okay. I'm pretty happy with his Buckle of the Winds at the moment. Okay. So there's a lot of inventory management in this game. It's just the way things are, I'm afraid. I'll try to keep it to the least that I can. I don't know, so I've got the Tainted Blood and the cache, and I found the cache. Okay. So that's basically everything in the Korkari Wilds. I'm going to offload a bunch of stuff before I go forward.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Let me see what you... What?
So long as you keep
I
it
didn't want to see
quiet.
the other goods. But I can sell what I got here. Apprentice Cowl. I might keep that. Let's go buy Enchanted Dagger. Darkspawn Staff. We'll keep the Darkspawn Staff. We'll get... there's 2 of these. Barbarian Mace. I'm gonna sell the crystal because I don't think we really need it. Sell that. Chastened flat blade. That might be good for Alistair. I will check. This dagger is much better than this other dagger, but I'm gonna keep them for the moment. Get rid of this chainmail, these gloves, these boots. Just one of these enchanter cowls for the moment. Keep the Fade Striders. I'll keep most of this. Get rid of all the wolf pelts. Don't need them. And get rid of the quartz. Topaz and the malachite. Don't really need it right now. I'm gonna keep the garnets. And is there anything I need from here? Any recipe, rock salve? I don't tend to use the potions. I don't think it matters very much. Plus they're very expensive to buy at the moment, so I'm just gonna leave it that way. So I have a little bit more inventory space. It might not be enough space, but we'll keep it like that as for now. I wonder if Wynne has anything else to say. She's changed her position.
Back again? Don't the Grey Wardens need you? Off you go. I have preparations to make for the battle, and I won't be distracted.
I don't think there's anything else here. We've pretty much looted this already. We've talked to... Let's see if the King's Guard... Ooh, Logain's Guard is gone. There's some soldiers, more soldiers up there. Let's see if the King's Guard has anything to
Greetings.
say.
King Kalen is not in his tent right now?
Nope. Hello, cat. I should go. I should go.
As you wish.
There's a bit of... There's this gathering of soldiers up here which wasn't there before. So they don't have anything to say. So we'll just continue our quests, turn on our quests now. There we go.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
We have.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Maybe we should tell you about Morgan and her mother.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very... odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
What if we have second thoughts?
Let me be very clear on that point. You are not volunteers. Whether you were conscripted or recruited, you were chosen because you are needed. There is no turning back now. You must gather your courage for what comes next.
Courage? How much danger are we in?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
So you're saying that this ritual can kill us?
As could any darkspawn you might face in battle. You would not have been chosen, however, if I did not think you had a chance to survive.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
I thought I was able to ask him another couple questions. Just probably chose the wrong dialogue
The
option.
more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
There's nothing we can do about it now, that's for sure.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
You make a good point.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them?
I...
Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Those who survive.
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
Maker's breath.
I am sorry, Davith.
Poor David.
Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No, you ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete.
That's a lot of blood.
You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good.
The greater good.
From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
He killed Sir Jory, right? Well, Sir Jory had been a coward the whole way through. I don't know if you noticed, but every single interaction we had with Jory, he was always a bit like, oh, I don't know, this is so dangerous, oh gosh. And I chose the dialogue choices leading up to the joining to show you that Duncan does warn us several times that there's no way back. You may die. You either die or you're a Grey Warden. You don't have any choice. You are not a volunteer. You are conscripted. Everybody gets really freaked out about Duncan killing Sir Jory, but honestly, in this universe, that's the way it is. He was warned, he was a coward, and he drew his sword on Duncan. So, yeah, I just don't think that that's a big deal at all. It makes perfect sense. It's a bit shocking, I suppose, the first time you watch it, but it does make sense within the context. It's over. I'm fine.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
What kind of meeting?
The king is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
You know what? I'm gonna see. Is that quartermaster still there? I kind of feel like I should. Oh, there's the war council. No, we're stuck. I'd like to get rid of some of my other stuff, but I don't think I can actually get out. Oh yes, I can. Let's see if the quartermaster, if I could get rid of something else, because there's a whole big part coming up, and I want to make sure that I've got everything I can.
Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Let's see your normal wares.
Well, let me know what you'd like.
Okay. First thing, he should have a backpack. Yep, okay, so we definitely need to buy the backpack. I forgot about buying the backpack previously. Oh, we get some more stuff in our inventory. This is from the people who died, just in case we gave them stuff that we didn't that we wanted to have back. So this is all stuff we don't need. We got a couple of daggers, sell both of them. I'm just gonna go through everything again and just sell things. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Thane helmet. I don't think that's... No, cat. You know what? We're gonna get rid of the Thane helmet. We'll pick up something better. Cat. Alright, I'm gonna... Do I need all of these necklaces? I don't think I do. I still have two necklaces, so we're going to get rid of a couple of these necklaces. Fire resistance, cold resistance, constitution, armor, willpower. We'll get rid of the cold resistance. This memory band gives you a bit more XP, but I'll never use it, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. Oh god. Should I? Should I? Yeah, I should. Oh, it's worth nothing. Okay, I'll keep it. But if my inventory fills up, I'll just get rid of it. Like I say, I never use these acid flasks, so I'm gonna get rid of them. My cat is just so sweet. I'm gonna get rid of this spirit bomb because I literally never use those things. I'll keep these potion agreements, but I might jettison them if I don't have space later. Okay, so she's laying on my arm.
Sorry, Grey Warden, but Duncan informed us that you're not to enter the main army camp for now.
How did I get over here? That's very strange, because I was just talking to the quartermaster.
I understand your joining is complete. You are blessed by the Maker.
I am. I survived. Hello, sweetie. My cat. She's so sweet. Hello. Hello. That's really odd how I got over there. I guess I'll look at the video later and see what happens. But it might have been some sort of thing that because this is such an old game, it does have a little bit of problems. Let's do this, and then after, well, actually, I'll level him up. We will go see all the cutscenes, and then I will do a next part. So I will go through this first. So let's level him up. Come on, level up. I got even more. Do I need? No, I don't need more cunning at the moment. I'm gonna put a couple more in magic, one in willpower. That's a pretty cat. Okay. So I don't quite have enough magic for crushing prison yet, but I will do. I could get Dust Siphon. It's sustained. I like this walking bomb thing quite a bit. What's the last one? It's animate dead. Gosh. Let's get Death Siphon. Oh, I get another spell. Oh gosh, okay. I could get Virulent Walking Bomb. Let's do that. Okay, I can always respec, but we'll play like this for now.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order.
Okay, so I would interject here to say that they are fighting about the Orlesians. King Kalen would like the Orlesians to assist in defeating the Darkspawn. And because the Darkspawn is actually a blight, the blight can really easily get out of hand and affect Orlais as well. So I don't think it's out of the realm of likelihood that they would want to actually send some support to Ferelden to help with the Darkspawn. Loghain here, who was, if you'll remember, was the head of the forces who ousted the Orlesians, is saying, well, we don't want to give the Orlesians any more foothold into our country. I actually kicked them out. Why would we invite them back in? And Logain is as anti-Orlesian as it gets. So he thinks that King Kalen is a fool, an utter fool, and the idea that he would actually invite Orlais back into the country after Orlais had been their oppressors for 100 years. And remember, Logain kicked them out of the country maybe 30 years before this. I don't know how old King Kalen was, but he wasn't born before that the Ferelden's retook their throne. He was born afterwards, so it might have been upwards of 30 years, maybe 35 years since this happened. It's only recently for Logain in his head that he kicked the Orlesians out, and now King Kalen here, who's young and idealistic, wants to invite them back in. I would consider this to be quite an important moment between the two of these characters. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
Okay, and I would interject here to say that King Kalen is going to lead the forces. He's going to be in the front lines. As a king, this is reckless and dangerous. He's going to be with the Grey Wardens at their first attack in at the Darkspawn. Logain is going to handle the remaining forces, and they're going to be kept under cover, so the Darkspawn shouldn't be able to see them and will not attack. Once King Kalen has drawn the Darkspawn forces, the majority of them his way, he is expecting to give Logain a signal, which is the lighting of the Tower of Ishal. And then Logain's going to sweep out from his concealment and attack the Darkspawn, the bulk of the Darkspawn forces, and rout them that way. They want me to go up in the tower and light the signal. I'll do my best, Your Majesty. So I could do the other ones. You mean I won't be fighting in the battle, but lighting the signal is of utmost importance, so it's a very important task we've been given. It's not an errand, and it probably is dangerous, so he's going to do his best.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Logain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough. This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Logain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.
So the mage there was saying we don't need to go up to the Tower of Ishal, he'll just put
You heard
flares
the plan.
up.
You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Logain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
Like I was saying, the mages were saying, why don't I just put up a flare? And the Chantry stepped in and said no. So the Chantry is technically in charge of the mages, so they do have the right to tell the mages that they can't do that. But the Chantry is telling them that because the Chantry doesn't want mages to have that much say over where this battle goes. They don't trust the mages. We know where the Tower of Ishal is. It's around the corner. We should be in the battle, but we have an important job. I'm not gonna... yeah.
We must do whatever it takes to destroy the Darkspawn. Exciting or no.
I get it, I get it. Just so you know, if the king ever asks me to put on a dress and dance the Remigold, I'm drawing the line. Darkspawn or no.
I don't know, that could be a great distraction.
Me shimmying down the Darkspawn line? Sure. We could kill them while they roll around laughing.
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the king's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
Can I just say, I love this with the fire behind him on the eve of battle, and you can hear like the dogs howling and the storm going. It's just wonderful. It's wonderful and atmospheric. I just love it. And we're on the eve of battle, and we're talking about this mission we're gonna do. It's just great. Let's see, top. When do we light the beacon? I was wondering about that.
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
Okay, so that's really non-committal. How much time do we have?
The battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour.
Gosh. Are we in any danger? Of course we are. What if the archdemon appears and we all shit our pants? Can we join the battle afterwards? Let's ask that question.
Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
Okay. I know what I have to do.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan. May the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Alistair disapproves because I told him to stop whining. That's okay. He'll be my best buddy in just a hot minute. Okay, let's level him up. Actually, I should stop this recording, shouldn't I? I'll level him up and then stop the recording. I usually auto-level Alistair. But, you know, it's pretty simple right now. He needs a lot of strength, so I'm just going to pop a couple more bits of strength here. He does need dexterity, so I'll give him another point. He's a Templar, which means he gets extra magic and extra mental resistance. He was trained as a Templar, so that makes sense. As a Templar, he can cleanse area, but that leaves level 9. As a warrior, threaten, precise striking. He has a weapon and a shield. So if I give him shield defense, he needs 25. Let's see, he needs 25 strength for that and 20 dexterity for the other. Yeah, he's kind of far away from those things. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give him excuse me. Sorry. Precise striking. Yeah, increased chance to do critical attacks. We'll give him that. Let's look at his weapon set again. I just want to make sure I've given him the best that I've got. I think so. Why didn't I get rid of this barbarian mace when I had the chance? No, I don't want to get rid of his dexterity. And how about his shoes? See, this gives him more armor, but it takes away the bonus that he's getting. Gosh, it's a great bit of armor though. So if I find better armor here, I'm gonna give him these boots. I think the rest of it is fine. Okay, so Duncan has run off somewhere, and we have to go to the Tower of Shal now. Everything else is closed, so we're going to save and stop the recording, and I'll see you in the next one.